everyone, it's Tuesday 19th May 2020, Year 2 Maths. Today we're going to be ordering lengths. Let's remind ourselves how many centimeters are there in 1 meter? That's right, 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. Right, pause the video and make sure you have your workbook, a pencil and a ruler. Please download the worksheet from either class charts or email that we've sent you. Write the short date at the top of the page, 19.5.20. Write the LI to order lengths. Once you have finished your work, please send a photo of your work at year2@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Let's go through the key vocabulary first. Please repeat after me. Measure, ruler, meters, centimeters, height, length, long, longer, longest, tall, taller, tallest, short, shorter, shortest. I've got 3 children here, Essen, Zach and Rosie. They each have a piece of ribbon. Let's look at Essen's ribbon. It is 10 centimeters long. Zach's is 18 centimeters long and Rosie's is 16 centimeters long. Now I've got statements over here. You need to write down their names and see whose is the longest ribbon, whose is the shortest, and also comparing whose ribbon is shorter than whose and whose ribbon is longer than whose. Right, pause the video and have a go at it and see if you see what you come up with. Right, let's have a look. So Zach has the longest ribbon. Essen has the shortest ribbon. Now Essen's ribbon is shorter than either Rosie or Zach's. And Zach's ribbon is longer than Rosie or Essen's. Right, I've got 4 children here. Malachi, Zach, Leanna and Rosie. So 4 children are measuring their heights. Leanna is taller than Rosie, but not as tall as Malachi. Zach is taller than Malachi. So write down their names in the order of their heights, starting with the shortest. Right, pause the video and please have a go at it. Let's have a look. So let's say starting from the shortest to the tallest. So Rosie is the shortest, then comes Leanna, then Malachi, and then Zach. So Zach is the tallest, Rosie is the shortest. Pause the video and please make sure you have downloaded the worksheet from class charts or email that we have sent you, as the video is going to ask you to complete some questions. This is what the worksheet looks like. Now the second part of the worksheet, there's only 4 questions there, but the second part is to choose 5 objects from your classroom, but I've just crossed that out and I've put that as choose 5 objects from your house. Right, let's have a look at the video.
Hello! A mystery to solve when we order shapes in a minute. But first of all, here's our flashback 4. Pause the video here to have a go at these questions. Don't forget the clock. Okay, so the first one. How many cubes long is the crayon? The crayon is 5 cubes long. What fraction of the shape is shaded? Well, I can see 4 equal parts, and 3 of those 4 equal parts has been shaded. 3/4. How many sides does a hexagon have? Whenever I say hexagon, I like to make an X with my hands. Hexagon. And that reminds me that a hexagon has 6 sides. Because 6 has got that X in as well, hasn't it? Hexagon and 6. And number 4, what is 1 more than 23? That's 24. And the clock. A nice easy one. 5 o'clock. porridge. So Ron decides to gather up the suspects and take their photographs. Now Ron knows because the porridge was warm, it's been placed on a high shelf. There are 3 suspects, so he's decided to take their photographs next to a ruler, because he's really interested in who's tall enough to reach the porridge. Let's have a look. Here's the panda next to the ruler, right up to the top of the photograph. Who's next? The horse next to the ruler, right up to the top as well. He's very tall. Who's next? The ladybird. She's not right up to the top of her photograph. She's only halfway up. Let's have a look at all 3 side by side. Panda, horse, and ladybird. I think we can discount the ladybird. She's definitely not tall enough to reach up for the porridge. Let's look at the panda and the horse side by side. Look closely at the photos. What do you notice? Yes, that's right. The panda's waving. It's like he's admitting guilt. It's like he's saying, "It was me. I ate the porridge." But then again, that horse, he looks very suspicious, if you ask me. And what's that coming out of his mouth? Is it a porridge spoon? Or is it some grass? But actually, let's think about the maths. Ron must have zoomed in when he took his picture of the panda, because he's not got all of the ruler, has he? So although the panda reaches right up to the top of the photograph, can you see he's only 8 centimetres tall? The horse reaches right up to the top too, but the top of this photograph is 15 centimetres. So they look very similar on the photographs, both right up to the top. But actually, the horse is much taller than the panda. Have we solved the mystery? Do we know who took the porridge? Pause here and have a go at questions 1, 2, and 3. Was it the horse? The ladybird has got wings. I wonder if we'll ever find out. Here's Rosie. She's very excited because she's been making rockets. You can make rockets at home using baking soda and vinegar, or even a bicycle pump. It's really good fun. Look at Rosie's rockets. Whoa, there that one goes. Whoosh! Whoa, that was a big red one. Rosie's friend video calls her. She's very impressed and wants to know how big Rosie's rockets are. Rosie shows her the blue one, and she says this one is 28 centimetres. Then she shows her the yellow one, and she says this one is half as long as the first one. But she's not going to tell her how long it is. Her friend will have to work that out for herself. How is she going to work that out? Pause the video here and have a think about how you might work that out. Rosie's friend also wants to know how big the huge red rocket is. It doesn't even fit on our screen, it's so big. Working out how big rockets is tricky. Instead, I'm going to use a bar model to help me work it out. So I'm going to draw a bar around my blue rocket and put the length inside. Then I'm going to draw a bar around my yellow rocket. And I'm going to draw a bar the length of the big red rocket. I'm just going to shift those up so they're next to each other. And now I can begin to work out how long the two rockets are. I'm going to label my bars. So I've got B for the blue rocket, and that's 28 centimetres. Got Y for the yellow rocket, and I know that's half the length of the blue rocket. Then I've got R for the red rocket, which is double the length of the blue rocket. I think doubling is easier than halving, so I'm going to do the doubling side first. So we're scaling it up. It's twice as big, isn't it? So if the blue rocket was 28 centimetres, I need 2 lots of 28. So I could do 28 and 28. But I'm just going to double check it with something called a doubling diamond. The way the doubling diamond works is I partition my 20 and my 8. And then I double each of them. I think doubling 20 is easier, so I'll do that first. Double 20 is 40, because 20 is made of 2 tens. So if I have 2 tens and 2 tens, that gives me 4 tens. And then my ones, double 8, I might count on, or I know my double facts, I know that 8 and 8 is 16, so I can put that in there. And then the last step is to recombine them together. I can see, if I look at the ones, I've got 6 ones and 0 ones. So I know my answer is going to have 6 ones. And then I'll look at my tens, and I've got 4 tens and 1 10. So that will give me 5 tens. So I think the red rocket is 56 centimetres long. Yes, that's right. Okay, what about halving then? Can I use my diamond for halving? Let's see. It's funny because it's not really a diamond shape at all, is it? More like a hexagon from our flashback 4. Anyway, let's partition our 20 and our 8 again. Lovely. And then we want to half this time. So I take the 20, and half of 20 is 10. And then half of 8 is easy. You can get 8 things and split them into 2 equal groups. There'll be 4 in each group. Hang on a minute. Halving's easy. I thought doubling was easier, but halving seems easier to me. What's the final step again? Oh yeah. Put the numbers back together. So I've got 4 ones and 1 10. 14. I think the yellow rocket is 14 centimetres. Brilliant. Pause the video here to have a go at question 4.
Once you have finished your work, please send a photo of your work at year2@grange.harrow.sch.uk. Thank you. Bye.